Cowboys fans, you know what it is? We pulled it out. A dub. Week 2, Bengals. And to my surprise, I did a video last week and I told you guys I think we have real problems. And don't get me twisted, I still think we have some problems. But this early part of the schedule is manageable. And that was a huge dub that I didn't anticipate having against the Bengals. Now, as great as it was, I will say the Bengals' O-line looked like Swiss cheese. Now, were we just that good or were they just that bad? I think it's a little bit of both because the Bengals O-line didn't look good in week 1 in their loss to the Steelers. I think Joey Burrow has been sacked something like 15 times. It's not a good look. Now, some of that could be rust because remember Joe Burrow had surgery and wasn't able to really do things with the team throughout the offseason due to that surgery. And then they also revamped the entire O-line. O-linemen, it takes some time to kind of get their chemistry down, but dare I say, their O-line looks worse than it did last year. And when you replace that many O-linemen, I mean, it might take some time. Hopefully for them, it kicks into gear. And I can't imagine after going to the Super Bowl, even though there is that curse of the Super Bowl hangover, I can't imagine after going to the Super Bowl they were going to fall off as bad as they are. They should have won week 1, and then we upset them with a backup quarterback. I'm sure they got to really go to the drawing board and look some things up. But the positives, Cooper Rush played well. 19 to 31, 235 and a touchdown. Can't ask for too much more than that. Zeke, he did his thing early. 3.5 yards. It's a problem. I got him on my fantasy team, but again, we pulled out the win. He's getting the tough yards, and then Tony Pollard just looks like lightning when he steps in. And I think we're going to have a tough decision to make between Zeke and Tony Pollard soon. Hopefully, Zeke really shines and comes through. I like that thunder and lightning kind of combo, even though for my fantasy team, I would like to see more Zeke at the goal line, but I digress. All right, because it's not about me. Big pluses. CeeDee Lamb finally getting the ball, 7 catches. Noah Brown making an appearance, and he seems to have a rapport with Cooper Rush. He had 91 yards and a touchdown. An even bigger deal. The defense has looked way better than I even thought it would look. I thought we had some holes in the secondary that the Bengals especially would have been able to exploit, but we had a really good game plan, and the way we're moving Micah Parsons around, they can't adjust for it because you can't plan for it because he's running up the gut. He's coming off the edge. He's stunting inside. Like, it's crazy the way we're sending him. And guys, a lot of y'all were down on Dante Fowler, but what did I say? Dante Fowler may not be the A-side pass rusher, but he's exactly the kind of guy you want next to Micah Parsons. Okay, his best years were when he was the basically the relief hitter at defensive end in Jacksonville, and when Aaron Donald was taking all the attention in LA for the Rams. It didn't do good as that A-side rusher with the Falcons. Now you see what's going on, okay? Dorrance Armstrong had a couple sacks. I mean, they were coming from everywhere. Once they smelled blood, you could tell everybody wanted in on the action, and I can't ask for more. And it really makes me excited for the Monday night game. And it's going to be a tough one because that Giants defense, it's a pretty good defense. It's not spectacular, but a pretty good defense. And this same Kayvon Thibodeau will play or should be playing this game. I really like them coming out of the draft. Hopefully we don't get in 3rd and long and obvious passing situations, or we have, something ready for them. But I think we have enough to kind of control this game and win a close one late. I think this defense can wreak havoc on Daniel Jones. Their weapons are a problem. They're not even playing Kenny Golladay. And if we get that win, next thing you know, we're 2-1. And let's take a look at the schedule. So we're 2-1 going with the Commanders coming in the following week. We can win that game. So we can very well be 3-1 going to the Rams. And then, unfortunately, we got the Rams and Eagles, which are going to be tough games. And even the Lions after that. I mean, it's a winnable game. However, the Lions, I think they're a lot better than people think. So it's really important to pull out this win on Monday night against the Giants. But I'm not going to sit here and say it's going to be easy. We pull it out. We're 2-1 going into the Commanders, and then we're 3-1 if we beat the Commanders. I want to keep the win streak going, not just for the season, but so that we can keep Dak on the sideline. I don't want to see him rush back, because if we're going to go anywhere, it has to be with Dak taking the next step, as I said in my previous video. So, I mean, there's not much to say here, guys. Y'all know what it is. Cooper Rush looked good, and y'all got to stop it saying Cooper Rush might be the answer. I don't see that. He hasn't really been tested. We'll see how he looks. I mean, where's the you know where the test is? It's in 3 weeks against the Rams. And even then, I mean, at least that's the first real test that I respect, wondering how he looks against that team. But the real test will be against the Eagles, because the Eagles field a very good defense. The Rams have a good defense, but there's holes in it. I want to see how Cooper Rush does against those two defenses before I commit to saying, you know what, we might have something in Cooper Rush. People are like really buying into, and Jerry Jones is buying into this hype that what if we have a quarterback controversy? Nah, run the damn ball. We got 2 good running backs, and I know some of y'all are down on Zeke, but Zeke can do his thing between the tackles, and Tony Pollard, that thunder and lightning combo, I'm just with it. And for my fantasy team, please give Zeke the ball at the goal line. Let me know what y'all think. Any thoughts? Anything y'all want to comment on? Anything you want more opinion on? Let me know. I'll be reading. Remember to like and subscribe. Appreciate it. Peace.